Hey folks, Mr. Mania back with another one of these sit down and babble like a moron videos. Honestly, it feels like it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I actually went out to Walmart today and they happen to have the Splatoon Raiders demo, and I figured, shoot, I love the Yoshi demo, and I tried Star Fox at one point, but that was like a couple days before it came out. But like, Splatoon Raiders, I don't really know how to describe how I feel about Splatoon Raiders, because like, don't get me wrong, I have a pre-order. It's coming day one, and I got it on Amazon, so I got that sweet $10 discount, but like, I don't know, I just haven't been like going out of my way to really consume media and information about it, you know. Like, I saw obviously the initial reveal trailer and the first direct. I still haven't watched the second direct at the time of making this video. Maybe I'll do a reaction video, but it might be too little too late at this point, or I realistically, I need to watch it at some point though, just to like see it. But I don't know, I was at Walmart just because, you know, it's my day off of work, I had nothing better to do, and I went to the Switch display because I keep thinking, I saw these posts about how like Walmart was clearing out Switch games for like 10, 20 bucks. I mean, it's probably fake. It's everything on Reddit's fake, but you know, they had Splatoon Raiders, and I figured I'd try it, and this is a really, really good game. Yeah, that's kind of the main idea of the video, honestly. Like, this is just gonna be me kind of just talking about how great Splatoon Raiders was from the demo that I played. And I mean, from here, I'll probably put some footage from like the trailer or just like gameplay up. So, yeah, from here, I'm just gonna talk about what I played. And you know, like, the game opens, it's the generic tutorial level, you know, like, oh, here's how you shoot your gun, here's how you move the camera, and for some reason it has gyro enabled automatically. I turned that shit off as the first chance I got. I can appreciate gyro aim in Splatoon, but like, just let me use the stick, man. But you know, the tutorial level, you're going through, you're collecting the mysterious ore or whatever those. It's like, honestly, it kind of looks like what the hell's like what the hell's the rocks from Tears of the Kingdom? It's like zonite or zonite orb or something. I don't know. The Zelda rocks. I don't know. But collecting a bunch of those, making your way to the end of the level, and it's been so long since I've played either Splatoon 2 or 3, like the single player campaign, because like, maybe it's a hot take here, I genuinely can't stand playing Splatoon online. I genuinely bought Splatoon 3 solely for the single player mode, as well as just Salmon Run, because, you know, it's Salmon Run. Who doesn't love Salmon Run? So, you know, like, the point of Raiders is like, oh, it's Salmon Run, but like, that's the whole game, so like, yeah, I love that. But you're making your way to the end of the level, and the level, it's pretty good, but like, there's a couple of weird things where it's like this almost surfboard looking thing that you can just kind of like coast around on and shoot, and just like, it's weird, because when you turn into squid form, you just turn into like a little blob, like not even a squid, it's like an actual glob of ink with eyes. It's weird. But you make your way to the end, and you find the mech suit, right? I remember in one of the trailers that I saw, you can make it so like, oh, one member from Deep Cut can hang out with you during a level, and they pilot the mech. You find the mech. And, you know, there's no cutscene, it just kind of abruptly ends, but then from there you get 2 more levels, and the first one, you know, it's just kind of like getting the lay of the land, and I will say, I'm curious how the weapon system in this game is going to work, and again, they might have expanded on it in the second direct, which I haven't watched. I'm kind of running on empty here in terms of information, like what I know about the game, but like, as I was shooting the salmonids, whatever the hell they're called, the fish, the evil fish, they were dropping weapons. They were dropping, like, one of them dropped a splatter shot, the other dropped a set of dualies, one of them dropped a sniper. It was like, so, is it like you're getting weapons from the enemies that, like, after you beat the level, then you can take them back and either, I guess, scrap them for parts? Because I was getting parts, too. There was stuff like, I was getting, like, it looked like plastic bags and like materials and stuff, so like, and I know there's going to be a crafting system in this. I know that much, at least from the first direct I watched, but I don't know, it just seems like there's going to be a lot of material farming in this game, and you know, as you're going through the level, you find like the ore deposits where it's like, oh, call the mech over here, and it turns into a drill, and you get huge chunks of ore, and I guess now's a good time to talk about it, because like, when I was selecting the levels, there was 3 tanks. I could select. One was for mobility, one was for offense, and one was for defense. I went with the mobility one first, and Big Man ended up piloting the tank, which was pretty funny. It looks so funny seeing him in here because like for the last level of the demo, I chose the attack tank, and I'm not sure if that correlates to which member of Deep Cut pilots the mech. But like Fry was in there. Like she could fit in there. Big Man, he's huddled over. He looks it's so funny. But I guess I'll talk about the tanks too because I was using those, and these are like your little sub weapons to use during each level. And with the mobility one, I'm gonna be honest. I think the mobility one might be my favorite just because of the L button weapon. It's basically like a mini splashdown. You remember in Splatoon 2 the splashdown weapon where you jump up in the air and make a huge shockwave that was like an instant kill to anyone inside the wave? That's basically what this is. It's on a much smaller scale, but you jump forward in an arc and then come crashing down. It's really cool. And then it's a little strange though because for the mobility tank, the secondary weapon is a boomerang where it's like, unless I'm doing it wrong, which is entirely possible. I'm not. I am very dumb. I probably messed it up, but like, you throw the boomerang, it does damage, and it comes back. I don't really see the mobility aspect of that necessarily, but I don't know. I made my way through that first level, and it was weird too, because like, there's some genuine almost platforming in this game too, because like you'll find plants where like they have like gusts of air coming out of them, and like you can jump near them to get like a super jump. And I know obviously you can jump on the mech to get a boost too, but then like there are these rings of air just like floating out above like pits of water because like that'd be insta death for Inklings, but the game literally just says, hey, walk off the side of this cliff, and I do, and you just start like floating. You touch the ring and you just start floating across. It was cool. And I might have died once because I didn't know what I was doing, but I promise I'm a good gamer. But yeah, you kind of just, you really just kind of, it really is just more of the same, honestly. Like the single player campaign levels from every game, now that I think about it, like every Splatoon game, just start at the beginning, kill the enemies in your way, get to the end. And it even ends with you getting a collectible, like, what is it, Splatoon 1 and 2, you get the Zap Fish, and then in Splatoon 3, I don't remember what you collect in Splatoon 3, it's been a while, but each level ends with you getting a treasure chest. You pick it up, your little Deep Cut member jumps out of the mech and does like a little emote with you. It's really cute, it's funny, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much just the first level. Just get from point A to point B. The second level though, this is where it gets interesting because it's almost like a dungeon, if that makes sense. And I mean, it's about burrowing into sub-levels underground, so I'm getting flashbacks to Pikmin 2, which, depending on who you ask, that's good or bad. I don't know. I like Pikmin 2. Personally, I like Pikmin 2, but I don't know. Anyway, so this is where I chose the attack tank. So I had this thing that had like weird little globs of ink swirling around me that just did chip damage to everything it touched. And then I had I think it's called the Splatchet, where you can swing twice and actually get some. You actually do get some mobility with the Splatchet. Like you almost do like a dash forward and then a second dash when you do the second swing if you hit the button again. I kind of feel like the Splatchet and the Boomerang probably should have been swapped in terms of mobility and power, just because you actually get some decent mobility if you use the Splatchet. But the second level, it's almost like a dungeon raid boss type thing. You get into the area, and there's a boss salmonid there. It's like the gassy one or whatever it is, but oh no, there's fog everywhere and it's messing with the mech, so we need power eggs, but we have to get them within a time limit. Salmonoids give power eggs. And I might be wrong here, but the enemies almost feel like just like an endless horde. Like they just keep coming until you kill enough of them to get enough power eggs. Which it actually kind of got overwhelming a few times. Like it's only the second level of the game, and I was already getting overwhelmed like that. But that's neither here nor there. But it was fun because like you're just getting swarmed with enemies, and it's funny too because they would hit the mech while Fry was piloting it, and the mech would just get sent flying up into the air, and you hear it crash down. It was funny. I don't think the mech has its own health bar. It has like a meter. It has like a meter that you can build up if you collect power eggs, and then I guess each Deep Cut member has a different special attack. Fry's is insane. just push down on the R stick, and she launches like just missiles all around her, basically just like in one giant circle around the thing. It killed everything. It was insane. But then we get through the first stage, and we burrow down into the second sub-level, which I guess was the final one of that one, and there was another one of those boss salmonids, the gassy one, but this one was weird. It was like rocky and white, and it was like, they call it like salty or something, and this one could actually shoot mouth beams, like freaking shoot-da-whoop. It was actually pretty funny. And, you know, it has a big health bar, and the whole time you're getting swarmed by other salmonids. It was really fun, like, and I mean, again, because, like, I'm trying not to sound like, I didn't think Splatoon Raiders was gonna be good, but then I played it and I was wrong. No, I always had high hopes for Splatoon Raiders, because, again, single-player Splatoon, that's my shit. So a whole game that's just single-player Splatoon, as well as basically just a whole game that's Salmon Run, ooh, give me that shit, gimme. But, I don't know, man, like, I was just really blown away, because I was expecting this game to be, like, good, and from what I've played, I would say it's great, bordering, like, teetering on amazing. And you're probably sitting there like, dude, you played the tutorial on 2 levels and you think it's amazing? Yeah, I kind of do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is a really fun game, and I mean, obviously, you know, I have no idea the actual length of the game, but it releases in like a week, so I'll find out. Unless, you know, it's like Yoshi, where I'm so excited to play it, and then I get to the 4th chapter of the game, and then I just kind of forget about it. God, I gotta finish Yoshi. I keep talking about it in all these videos, and I have to still play Metroid Prime 4, because I need to make a Mr. Mania Show episode on that game, but I don't want to, because Metroid Prime, oh god, that game sucked so much ass when I played it, but like, that's all the more reason to play again, because maybe it'll change, but like, I'm getting off track. We're talking about Splatoon here. So overall, like, Splatoon Raiders, this looks like it's shaping up to be a really good game, and that makes me very happy, because that means for the past few months, Nintendo has had win after win after win after win. You know, you get the smaller games like Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Haven. I say small for Tomodachi Life when realistically, like, when that game came out, I'm pretty sure I took over the internet for a couple days, and I know it still has dedicated fans. I've gotta pick Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Haven up at some point. Like, I don't know. Rhythm Haven's one I'm definitely interested in, because, like, I like the little level with the little skrunklies jumping through the hoops and going like, it's so funny, it looks so goofy. But, like, the heavy hitters for the past few months, man, you know, you got Yoshi, you got Star Fox, which I'm gonna be honest, like, Star Fox, oh my god, I'm just realizing too, Star Fox, I recorded the 3rd, and I guess quote-unquote final part of the playthrough for my playthrough series, and I never actually uploaded it. That's just sitting in my lap. Crap. Anyway, Star Fox, like that, this might be one of the best remakes Nintendo's ever made. Which, I'll talk about that in the full Mr. Mania Show episode on that, which is coming at some point. But you had Yoshi, you had Star Fox, and now Splatoon Raiders is just on the horizon. I am very, very satisfied, because, like, this, I want to say, well, maybe not Yoshi, I don't remember when it was that the Switch 2 actually launched, if it was in May or June, but, like, at least with Star Fox and Splatoon Raiders, these are technically kicking off year 2 of the Switch 2. Maybe Yoshi and the Mysterious Book as well. I genuinely don't remember the exact release time of the Switch 2, but, like, year 1 was already really good for the Switch 1, so, like, if we're kicking it off with Star Fox and Splatoon Raiders, they are off to a bitchin' start, man. I am very much looking forward to year 2 of the Switch 2. And, you know, we have games like Ocarina of Time. I guess I'm gonna be I'm going soft script here, but I don't care. So, like, my buddy, he was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll get a Switch 2 if they make a remake of Ocarina of Time, and I think he was saying that as a joke. It gets announced, he bought a Switch 2. And, you know, his stupid ass, he was like, oh, let me not get the version that comes with the game. He got just the console with no games. And I also told him if he ever did buy a Switch 2, I would buy him Star Fox, and I'm a man of my word. And we ended up playing Battle Mode for like 3 hours one night. I'm getting so sidetracked here, but I just like talking. I just like rambling, man, because like the battle mode in Star Fox, that could be a fun video to make of just like us dicking around and just like shooting each other and playing battle mode. It is shockingly fun, but I am getting so off track here. But to try and rein this in about Splatoon Raiders, I say if, but like, come on, there's a Walmart like on every street corner at this point. Go to your local Walmart, try the demo, and if it's not a Walmart, try Target, try Best Buy, try Kroger. I don't know, does Kroger even have a Switch to display? I don't know. But the point is, if you have the option to try the demo, and if you're on the fence about it, if you're already sitting there like, oh, Splatoon Raiders, that game looks good, I'm gonna buy it, like, honestly, I'd still encourage you to play the demo just because of how much fun I personally had with it, because like it was such a good demo, man. Like I kind of wish Nintendo would also just put these demos out on the eShop, but that could actually be a video in and of itself, which that could actually be fun to make. But anyway, play the demo, especially if you're on the fence about this game. Please just try the demo, have some fun with it, and just see how wrong you were for being on the fence about it, and then pick up the game when it releases. But I think that does it. I'm already going so far off course here with what I was supposed to be talking about, so I'm gonna end it here. It's already midnight too, man. I gotta go to bed. But if you've already played the demo, though, by all means, please let me know what you thought of it, especially if you didn't like it, so I can talk about how wrong you are. But yeah, if you made it to the end, do the liking and the subscribing. I am trying to hit 100 subs before October for my channel's 1-year anniversary, which I'm going to be honest, it's insane that it feels like I've already been doing this for a full year. That is insane. I probably won't reach it realistically, but every sub between now and then counts. Currently sitting at 53, so I need to basically double my sub count to reach 100, but anything's possible. But yeah, do the subscribing, check out all my other videos, and yeah, stay fresh, or don't get cooked and stay off the hook, or whatever the hell the ones from Splatoon 3 say. I don't know, I'm tired, man.